Hi, what's up everyone? It's your boy Fly to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about Wuthering Waves. If you guys still don't know, Wuthering Waves is a brand new action RPG just came out. It had more than 30 million pre-registrations and things are looking very good. If you guys played Genshin before or any other gacha game, then you'll be satisfied with Wuthering Waves because I am enjoying the game a lot and I would recommend. Now, if you guys already played the game and want to know which characters are the best in the game right now, then stay for this video because I'm going to rank the characters all the way up from SR tier list all the way down to C or D tier list. And if you guys want to follow the meta, then stay because I'm going to show you the best characters you should be pulling for. Not only that, if you guys just start playing the game today, then you guys have luck because today is literally the best day to reroll on Wuthering Waves. Also, it's only the third day, okay? Wuthering Waves has only been out for 3 days, and you guys want to reroll, you guys gonna get 40 pulls for the standard banner, also 20 pulls for the selection banner. Not only that, later on we're gonna get a 5-star selection character, okay? You're gonna have the possibility to select a 5-star that you want, only from the standard banner of course, but still that is huge. So guys, again, Wuthering Waves, guys, if you guys already played the game and you guys already start playing and want to know which characters are the best ones, then I'm going to show you, okay? Let's go here back to Google. I'm going to show you the tier list that it is right here. I'm going to start to select the characters that I think that at least they are on the, I would say there is no character that should be on the C tier list, okay? There is no character on the C tier list because the game is so user-friendly and free-to-play friendly that you can finish the game with almost any character, at least for now, okay? I think that no character deserves to go to the C tier list, so I'm going to start by the B tier list. And this will be around the time where you are until level 10, okay? These characters will be good until level 10 or 15, but later on things just start getting a bit harder. So yeah, that is my opinion, and again, take this information as a grain of salt because we are still on the 1.0 and some things may change on the future. So here on the B tier list, I would say that, for example, the normal rovers would be here, okay? This is the rovers without any elements, and that is basic. Of course, the rover will get better later on, but for now, I'll put it here. Those are the normal rovers. Here, I would also say that the spectrum rovers, they are a bit better than the normal ones, but I would say they would also go here to the B tier list. Later on, after level 15, they just start losing a bit of value for your team, and as damage, as a DPS, also they start losing damage. Now, again, I may make some people mad, okay? Because these characters, some of them look very good, but don't judge me, okay? Because this is my opinion and this is what we have tested. And what I would say is that some characters look very good, but they are not that valuable and they don't deal damage. So I would say they don't really fit in higher categories, although they look very cool and they actually are easy to use. They just don't deal that much amount of damage and they don't help your team dealing more damage. Because if you want to follow the meta, you want to deal more damage and kill the bosses even faster, right? So one character that I will be putting here on the B tier list, and is a free character that we guys get, is Yuan Hu. Okay, Yuan Hu. Yeah, this guy, well, it doesn't deal that much damage, it doesn't bring much value. I'll be putting in here. Still, it looks good, but it isn't that much, so I'm just gonna keep him here on the B tier list. Although you can still finish the game as it is right now, the main story with him, but later on you're gonna waste so much resources, and of course nobody want to waste resources and waste time, okay? So yeah, I would say he keeps here on the B tier list. The next one, I would say, I may make people mad, okay? I know I really like her too, but I would say she's not that worth it later on. So I was going to say that Tao Chi, yeah, I know she's cute. I like her weapons, like how she attacks. I used her also in the beginning of the game, but later on, I just don't use her anymore, and I don't think you should be really wasting your resources on her. If you want to main her, do it, but I don't think she's really worth it. Now the next character, yeah, he is a 5-star character. If you guys already know who he is, yeah, I like him. I like his story. Story is amazing. If you guys already finished the story and know his story, that guy is a nice story. But yeah, it doesn't deal that much damage, or it deals a bit of damage. The thing is very clunky. It's not that easy to use. I although like the character design, but he just doesn't keep up with other characters, and that guy is Link Young, guys. This guy right here, I like him. The character looks cool. The thing is, he attacks me there, and the attacks me there are a bit clunky. They don't really do that much amount of damage for a 5-star. So I think that is kind of a waste of a 5-star, I would say. So I'll put him here on the B tier list. The next characters I'm gonna put here on the B tier list are like a B plus, almost an A, but I would say they are only worth it in the beginning of the game. There are also some free characters. So for example, Yang, she's a nice character until level 15. If you started the game and you have the rover, you get Yang, you're already good to go. Okay, until level 15, until level 20, maybe pushing to the limits. She is a nice character to have, but later on she just loses value. So I will put her here on the B plus here on the tier list. Now the next character that I'm gonna select will be Chicha. I know you guys like her. I also like her. I also like how she attacks and everything. The thing is, she doesn't deal that much amount of damage, and you cannot resonate that well with other characters. So I'll put her on the B plus tier list, okay? But she's not worth it to waste your resources on. So I would say she keeps staying here on the B tier list. Now we're gonna go all the way up to the A tier list, okay? And here on the A tier list, again, there are some characters, they are very nice, but they just don't fit very well on the teams that the game has right now. And if you want to play with a DPS, a sub DPS, and a supporter, because that's the best team that I would say that you guys can do right now in the game, you could also be using 2 DPSs and 1 supporter, or 2 DPSs, 1 sub DPS, although right now in the game there is not that many characters you could go in a team like that with 2 DPS. So I would recommend using a DPS, sub DPS, and a supporter, and taking consideration that some characters right here that I'm going to put in the top tier ranks, it doesn't mean that they deal a lot of damage, but it can also mean that they help the team, okay? And why I'm going to put this character right here on the A, it will be, for example, Janshin. I know you guys may complain about this. She's a 5-star, but she's a low tier 5-star, okay? She's still better than Ling Yang. She has good damage, good AoE, she groups, but some things is just missing, okay? I think if you use Janshin in the beginning of the game and you want to main her in the beginning of the game, that's okay. But later on, once you start getting to level 20, level 30, then she's just doesn't get to the point where you get enough damage to put her as a DPS or as a nice support in the game. She does an all-around on the teams. It's kind of good to have at the beginning of the game, but later on, once you get a DPS, once you get a real supporter, then you just don't use her that much. So I'm gonna put her here on the A tier, taking consideration this is a solid A tier, okay? It's not an A plus, an A minus, or an A plus, it's a solid A tier, in the middle of the A tier. Now the next character that I'm gonna put here, and I kinda like him, is a 4-star, is Alto. I would say Alto is also a very nice character. The thing is, he doesn't deal that much amount of damage. He also doesn't work very well in some other teams. Still is a solid A, okay? Just put him on a A tier. Now, another character that you guys actually gonna get her for free is Shenhua. If I don't know if I really say the name is correct. Shenhua. Yeah, I'm gonna put her here. Now, taking consideration, Janshin is like an A, solid A plus, or almost a solid A. Then she too, she's also a good character. I wouldn't say you get more copies from her for free. I still wasn't really buffed about her, so I will put her here on the A class. Now another character I'm gonna put here, and this is like an A, also S minus, A plus, S minus, and that's gonna be the rover Avoc with the Avoc element, okay? The rover with the Avoc element, especially if you get the S2, they start dealing much more damage than the Spectrum or the normal rover, okay? The ones with the Avoc, they're like an S plus, almost an A plus, almost S minus, I would say so. And if you guys play the game until level 30, it's still a good option to go for, okay? You can still probably just finish the game with them. The thing is, there are better characters that deal more damage, that are more practical to use and bring more value to the team. Still, solid choice. If you guys don't want to spend in the game, and you guys just have, for example, a support and a sub DPS, then use the rover as a main DPS. You can also use the katana, that sword that comes in the box, the 4-star. Use it on the rover and you are good to go. You can just play the game with them. It is totally worth it. So if you guys want, you can already stay here with the rover. Now the next tier list, they're gonna be the rank S characters. Okay, here things are gonna start to become more interesting. Now here on the S tier list, I'm gonna start by using a character that she's here on the S tier list because she's a nice supporter guy. So guys, and that one would be Beiju or Beiji. I'm gonna put her here on the S tier list. Now taking consideration is like an S minus, okay, because she's a very, very nice supporter. She heals your team, she gets you some shields, and she also helps with the attacks. Although she has a very nice AoE and range attacks, I would say that she's an S minus because she's a very nice supporter. Now I don't think she is a damage dealer, she's not. She is a good supporter for the team, so she's gonna stay here. Although I would say that there are not many supporters right now in the game, that's why she is on the S tier list for now. Maybe later on, once you get more new characters, maybe she will go down on the tier list. For now, I'll put her here at the S minus, A plus. I would say S minus S, because she is very useful on your team. Now the next character that I'm about to put here is gonna be Danjin. Danjin, I very like her, and if you guys know him, played the closed beta, Danjin was already good in the closed beta, and now she became even better. Okay, she's a 4-star, but she deals a lot of damage, she has good attacks, and she is very practical and easy to use. So I very, very like her. So she also got buffed now on release, so that's one of the reasons why she's here on the S tier list. And again, if you guys don't like her, I think she's amazing, and I really like her playstyle, so I'm going to put her here on the S tier list. She deals also solid damage, so she's a nice character to go for. Now the next character that I'm going to put here on the S tier list, and she is already a DPS, so we're going to start coming to the DPS kind of side of things here on Wuthering Waves. And a nice DPS, a solid DPS you guys could be going for is Encore. Encore, you guys may be thinking, yeah, but she doesn't deal that much amount of damage, she's a bit squishy. Well, but as now as the game is and how it was on the closed beta, we have the option. For example, we can do something here on the game. Let me show you. I'll come here to the game. I don't know if you guys already know this, but once you're attacking something, let me see if I find a mob. I need to find something to kill. If you're attacking a mob and you'd use, for example, your skill, you guys can automatically change for other character and you will still be able to finish the animation. And while you're finishing the animation, you guys will still deal damage. I don't know if you guys saw that. For example, if I use the echo tool and I change, the echo still stays there, see? And it still deals damage. And this is why, let me go back, this is why Encore is one of the best DPSs in the game right now, because there are also not many, but this is one of the best DPSs in the game right now, because you can cancel her skills, also her ultimate will still stay on the field and will still keep dealing damage. She is a bit squishy when you use her ultimate, but if you use her ultimate and change to another character and use the other character attacks, she will still deal damage, so you're gonna attack with 2 characters at the same time. You could also push this up to 3 characters depending on the skills that they use, and this is a very, very nice combo. I like that they keep this from the closed beta, they didn't patch it, so it is a very nice way to deal even more damage in a row, like with 3 characters or 2 characters in the same time. And that's why Encore has so much value as a DPS and as a character for your team. So I really like her, and I think she is a S plus character right here. Now the next character I'm going to put on the S tier, and you guys may think that he was an S tier. Probably this character may change in the future, because there is another character coming on in a couple of weeks, and that character is Kalkaro or Kalcharo or Kakarot or Sephiroth, whatever you guys want to call him. Kakarot, my boy right here. It looks amazing. He's probably the best character that you guys gonna get here in terms of style and looks. It looks amazing. His effects, his attacks are very nice. The thing is, I would say that his ultimate, it is not that practical. If you guys want to follow the ultimate, you guys cannot dash, and whenever you're using his skills and you want to deal the most amount of damage, if you guys stop doing the attacks and dash, then you're just losing on damage. So I would say that he is very nice. I like the playstyle, I like him, but just the combos that you guys need to do to achieve the max amount of damage with him are not the easiest to use, at least for now, until you get like a big shielder that doesn't allow you to lose damage and you can keep going, keep attacking with him and not dashing. Then he may gain a bit more value in the future. For now, I would say he is an S plus character, but still not an SS, okay? I like him. I think if you want to main him, you could and you should main him because he's very nice. If you already got him, then keep him. The thing is, I wouldn't say that he is an SS plus. Of course, if you guys have the possibility to get some constellations for him, if you actually get a constellation, I would recommend going, if you can, like for the S4, okay? Like S1, it's okay on him, it goes well. S2, let me check, S2 also goes well. His resonance skill damage bonus increased by 30%, which is nice. S3 gets also better, but this is like pushing the limits, okay? If you guys spend on the game, small dolphins, low spenders, yeah, if you guys want to spend, you could go for some copies. If you guys want to main him, undoubtedly, S3 is already good. The electro damage increased by 25%, and at S4 gets even better. The electro damage bonus of all team members increased by 20% for 30 seconds once you use his outer skill shadowy raid, okay? So at least I would say this is pushing a bit more. Of course, at S6 it becomes even better, and S5 also, but the thing is, S3, S4 to be solid, but S0 is already enough, and I don't think it is that much worth it to spend 5 copies, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies just to get his S4. If you guys don't spend a lot on the game, then they may be a bit harder to get to S4, and I would say you don't really need it. It is an option, but only if you guys want that, okay? So Calcharo, I will keep him here on the S plus tier list. Later on, the characters that are the SS, you already sold them, and they are very, very nice. One of them, Mortify, and you guys will be asking, what? Mortify? Why is he even an SS character? Well, Mortify, if you guys don't know, he is an amazing sub DPS, guys. Mortify does a lot of damage and he's very practical. Not only that, if you get some constellations on him, he's gonna get even better. Let me just go here to the game. I have been using them. I literally leveled him up because it just became that good, okay? Mortify right here. Also, if you have some constellations, like S1 is already good. S2 becomes a bit better because you're gonna restore additional 10 energy. Can also trigger once every 20 seconds. It's okay. S3, you get more crit damage, as the crit damage increased by 30%, which is nice, but at S4 becomes even better. Why? Because the duration of Resonance Liberation Burning Rhapsody is extended by 7 seconds, and usually it's 7 seconds, and then when you extend it by another 7 seconds, you get like 14 to 17 if I'm not mistaken, and then you have another 7 seconds to wait until you can redo the Resonance Liberation, okay? That's the ultimate if I'm not mistaken. So this S4 is really, really valuable if you guys can go all the way up to S4. Now I had him S0, and look at this, guys. Look at this. This is like streamer luck. Okay, this is an extra, but I was pulling for... I pulled for Gia in the beginning of the game, and I want to show you. I did first 10 pull, guy, and I got Gian, okay? One pull, 10 pull, I got Gian, literally. And then I got Mortify, and I start playing with Mortify, and I was like, okay, I need to get him to S4. I'm not going to get any other character, right? Look what happened. I did 20 pulls, and I got Gian once again. I literally didn't want to get Gian. Like, I was happy if I have lost the 50-50, and then that would mean that I'm going to get Inling. But yeah, it is what it is. 30 pull, Gian S1. Now, this is not to brag, it's just what it happens. But yeah, sometimes it happens. It happens, and it happened to me. So yeah, S4 Mortify is very nice if you guys can. If not, S0 is already an amazing value, and you guys can already use him as a sub DPS, and you won't regret. This guy blasts and is very useful. Very nice to use also when you're attacking with him. It's practical, does good damage, and helps your team. So very nice. I would say he's an SS tier character. Now the next one, and she's a supporter, and you guys already know Farina. Farina is crazy, and she goes crazy. She helps a lot your team. She heals you. She gives you buffs for your damage. And if you get her to, I think it was S2, let me just check. I don't have Farina right now in the game. Can I check her constellations? I can. Let me go here. So, information. No, not here. Here. So, Farina, spectral character, and we got her constellations right here. Very nice. So, outer skill, Bloom grants the next character healing effect, recovering 20% HP of Farina's attack every 5 seconds for 30 seconds. Now, this is an okay constellation. Of course, you should have been pulling many constellations for Farina, but if you guys are a Farina fan, she's gonna get even better at S4, if I'm not mistaken. So, S3, S2 is okay, S3 also, and at S4, this is like if you're small dolphin or whale or you want to spend on her, and if you only want to, because at S0 she is already crazy amazing. She does a ton of buffs to your team, a ton of value, so you should be keeping her at S0. But if you guys want to spend, S4 would be a good stop for her. When you use almost any skill that she has, it increases the spectral damage of all team members by 15% for 24 seconds. So she is a major buffer, and I really like her. I literally want her to get here on the team. I got her on other accounts, but unfortunately here on my main account right now I didn't got her yet, but I really want to get her, and probably I'm gonna select her from the 5-star selector that we're gonna get in the mail. So guys, this is for Farina. She's a beast and probably the most broken character here on the game, and I would really recommend you guys getting her. I'm gonna show you once again. I didn't show you before. Yeah, Farina, let's go here, and S4. That's what I wanted to show you. I didn't click. At S4, she becomes even better, but still, I would say S0 is enough. Okay, if you guys can get her already at S0 and you can stop there, just stop there. You don't need much. Now, the next character that we're gonna get and is gonna come in a couple of weeks, that's Inlin. I would say Inlin is better than Mortify as a sub DPS. Okay, she will mainly boost Calcaro's damage and she will make your team very broken. She's the best DPS, sub DPS in the game. She's only a sub DPS because some of her skills take a lot of time. I would say she's between a DPS and a sub DPS. Still, her and Calcaro and Farina on your team, you're good to go. It will be amazing. Of course, she's not available yet, so yeah, I couldn't test her yet right now, but she's gonna be an SS character already when she comes out. Not only that, she looks amazing. If you guys are already a fan, you got a waifu right here. So yeah, you can get Inland undoubtedly. So just save your crystals or asteroids for Inland when she comes out. Now, of course, the best character in the game right now is Jian. Now, if you guys don't know, on the closed beta, the characters dealt more damage, mainly their basic attacks and heavy attacks. They were all nerfed. Almost every character was nerfed. Besides, for example, Farina and Danjin, she was also a bit buffed. They were beef buffed, but all the other characters almost nerfed. So Jian had more damage before. I don't know if this is premeditated and they were gonna bring some more best DPSs later on, so you can keep pulling on the select banners. But for now, Jian is the best character in the game. Like, look at him. I'm gonna show you guys. I have him on the game, and he is much better than Calcaro. Okay, Calcaro. Jian is much better than Calcaro. Not only that, if you guys actually have the chance to get some constellations on Jian, he's gonna become even better. I really like Jian attacks, and he's much fluid. You guys know, you can just press literally the attack button, just keep charging, and he just jumps in the air, and you really like him. Not only that, when you use here the ultimate, he has a crazy AoE, and he sucks enemies into a vortex. Look at this. The enemies just keep flying. Like, what the hell is this? How broken is he? He's that broken. He's that broken. Also, Mortify right here. Look at this. Mortify just ignores gravity. He's like the Isaac Newton from the game. Look at this. What is that? He's shooting and he's not falling. So yeah, it's crazy. And Jian is even better. So probably the best DPS in the game. I hope he stays like this. I hope Kuro Games then doesn't power creep these characters, because we have been pulling although I think they will, because it is like there's a gacha game. Gacha game is a business after all, and they may power up our characters right now, but Jian is crazy. Not only that, if you guys can spend on the game, I'm going to spend on Jian S1. Again, it's okay, it's not that much. You're gonna use this skill 2 times, one more time you can use it 2 times. It doesn't matter that much if you're doing a rotation, so it isn't that worth it to get S1. S2 is a bit better. Jian gains 30 revolve and his attack is increased by 28% for 15 seconds, which is very nice, and this effect can be triggered every 15 seconds, so yeah, you can ever get it almost all the time when you use the intro skill. And then S3 just becomes much better. If you guys want to stop pulling from him, S3 is enough for getting a much better version of Jian. Although if you guys get S0, it's enough, guys. You don't really need to go all the way up to S3. Only if you spend a bit on game. Again, small whales, dolphins, or whatever, low spenders. If you have a bit to spend on the game and get him S3, then you're gonna get even more crit rate, 16% crit rate, and 32% crit damage when you use the resonance skill, resonance liberation, resonance skill, or intro skill. So yeah, when you use whatever of these skills, you're gonna get that buff. So almost all the time you're gonna get it. So Jian is very nice. He's the best DPS right now, probably the best character right now. And if you guys are re-rolling, as I said before, when you guys start the game, you guys will have those 20 pull, around 20 pulls, depending on when you started playing. And if you guys have the option to get Jian in the beginning of the game, I would recommend getting him. Okay, 20 pulls right here. Yeah, that was it. We don't get 30, right? We get 20 pulls right there, and the rest 40 pulls for the starter banner. So I would recommend you doing is get Jian while you can, because later on we don't know if you're gonna get that beast of a DPS as it is. And if you like the character, you like the style and everything, he has that dragon and everything. It kind of reminds me of Sao from Soul Leveling Arise, and Chao too, like a mix with a dragon and everything. Is a arrow, like a male version or a mature version of Chao. If you like his playstyle and you like how it looks, I would say re-roll for him. It is that worth it. Now Calcaro is also a nice character to re-roll. That's what I did. I re-rolled 6 or 7 times on the first day. It was a very painful, and I got Calcaro after 50 pulls on the Convene banner, the standard banner, beginner banner, and then I did a 10 pull and got Jian. I was so happy, and now I barely use Calcaro once I get Farina. Yeah, I'm gonna sub Calcaro for Farina and keep Mortify, Jian, and Farina, and that I think that is the best team for now in the game. Later on, when Elan come, then maybe use Calcaro as a main DPS, Inland as a sub DPS, and then Farina as a supporter, and you're good to go. You'll probably be good to go for the next 2 or 3 months once the game still starts evolving and they bring new regions, new things to do, new bosses to kill. Until then, you will be safe with these 2 teams, okay? Later on, you will also need 3 teams for the Spiral Abyss, okay? The Tower of some stuff right here in the game, but that's later on. For now, just focus on these characters and you'll be good to go. Now guys, that was it for this video. Sorry if the information took too long and the video was too long, but again, if you guys can find this information useful, don't forget to drop a like, because yeah, that will help a lot with the YouTube algorithm. That would also help that this video doesn't fall to the cracks of YouTube, because yeah, some videos get lost and they don't get views even if the information is good. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and once again, if you guys are still not subscribed, please subscribe, because more than 90% of you are still not subscribed. That would be amazing if you guys could please subscribe. I'll be eternally thankful. So thank you so much for watching once again. I wish you all the luck. Get all the characters that you want. Wish you all the luck with your rerolls, with your life. Stay healthy, stay well, and have fun. That's the main thing here in the game. If you don't follow the meta, just have fun. Just play the game for fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. See ya.